Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé is Natalies Mordavs' mom still in the US. The story of Natalies Mordavs and Michael Youngquist from 90 Day Fiancé has been filled with drama, twists, and complicated relationships. However, Natalie has moved on. One lingering question from fans is about Natalies Mordavs' mother's current status in the U.S. Given the ongoing global situation and the show's history, it's natural to wonder about the intricacies of her stay and whether Michael had any direct role in helping her. Fans have speculated Michael's involvement in Natalie's mother coming to the U.S. It seems like his role was primarily in helping with travel expenses and possibly serving as a sponsor for her entry. However, it has come to light that Michael never filed for Natalie's green card after their marriage. This left Natalie in a complicated legal situation regarding her status in the U.S. Natalie may have qualified for a temporary protected status, which allows individuals from countries affected by conflict or natural disaster to stay in the U.S. for a temporary period of time. As of now, it is believed that Natalie's mom is still in the U.S. It is reported that she entered the country under humanitarian parole, a provision often used for individuals fleeing dangerous situations, such as the war in Ukraine. After escaping Kiev, Natalie's mom likely traveled through countries like Poland or Bulgaria before arriving in the U.S. Fans just want to know if her mother is planning to stay in the United States, or if she has already left. Also, if she did already leave, where did she go? Fans wonder if Natalie will go back with her. While fans have been curious to find out if her mother is still here, it is not determined whether she is or isn't. Some fans took to Reddit with their thoughts, and some have said, "Oh, good question. I never thought about this, but now I want to know." Michael and her mom's interactions were always so cute, and you could tell they genuinely cared for each other. She is in the U.S. But the real question that has kept me awake wondering at night is this. When Natalie is away being a professional real celebrity, what does her mother Nelia do all day long? Neither Natalie nor her mother will ever leave the United States. Just my opinion. She's knitting onesies for the babies Natalie doesn't really intend to have. Someone may have already answered this, but is Natalie's mom still in the U.S., especially with everything going on? I'm sorry if this is redundant, but me and my partner were discussing whether Michael had an actual say in this, or if he just helped Natalie navigate the situation. Any calcification will be appreciated. I tried looking it up, but I didn't find anything past 2024 April. It seems as though fans believe her mother is still in the U.S. and doesn't plan on leaving anytime soon. How do you feel about this topic? How long should Natalie's mother stay? Let us know your thoughts of reality TV stars few shine or flicker as mysteriously as Natalies Mordavs. Since she first stepped onto the turbulent stage of 90 Day Fiancé, Natalie has inspired everything from fervent fan devotion to outright confusion. But after several seasons, spin-offs, and social media storms, a question floats like smoke through the fandom. Is Natalies Mordavs truly who she says she is? Or is she a construct, part producer puppet, part public projection, part performance? It's not about whether Natalie exists. Of course she does. She breathes, she cries, she moves across screens with a kind of ethereal presence that is as fascinating as it is frustrating. Rather, the question is more philosophical. Who is Natalies Mordavs? The enigma from Kiev. Natalie first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé in Season 7 as the partner of Mike Youngquist, a Washington state native with a quiet demeanor and a forest of red flags. From their first on-screen moments, it was clear they were not an ideal match. But Natalie, she was captivating. Volatile, poetic, devout, unpredictable, often in the same scene. One moment, she would talk about God, dreams, and her desire for children with the intensity of a war poet. The next, she would launch into emotionally explosive arguments that left viewers confused and Mike visibly shaken. She didn't fit the mold. She broke the mold. Or maybe she was the mold, a new kind of reality TV archetype forged in the collision between global romance and the American dream. Reality TV or performance art? Many have questioned whether Natalie's behavior is authentic or exaggerated. On some level, every 90 Day Fiancé cast member performs. They know the cameras are there. They edit themselves in real time. But with Natalie, the lines blur like rain on a window. Is she a chaotic romantic who believes in signs from the universe and dreams of stardom? Or is she playing the long game, spinning her eccentricity into a brand, crafting her identity one on-screen meltdown at a time? In interviews and on Instagram, Natalie gives fans glimpses of a life lived at high volume. She's now in Florida, pursuing modeling and acting, occasionally dropping vague references to current or former relationships, health struggles, and spiritual journeys. Each post feels like a new chapter in a choose-your-own-adventure novel where the audience is both reader and co-writer. And that's what makes her unique. The Natalie effect. Unlike some 90 Day stars who fade after their season ends, Natalie remains a magnet for attention. There's something about her, call it mystery, charisma, chaos, or all three, that keeps audiences guessing. She doesn't simply appear on the show. She haunts it. Producers noticed. Natalie returned for Happily Ever After, then The Single Life. She floated through spin-offs like a recurring ghost, one who refused to be confined to a single narrative. Some fans called her manipulative, others saw her as deeply misunderstood. Yet, love her or not, you had to admit, Natalie made you feel something. Frustration, sympathy, second-hand anxiety, curiosity. And in the economy of reality TV, feelings are currency. A woman of contradictions, Natalie isn't easy to pin down. She is anti-meat yet impulsive, religious but flirtatious, maternal and fiercely independent. She cries often and intensely. She runs for relationships and then mourns their loss in the same breath. In one moment, she demands stability. In the next, she disappears into a forest in tears. If she were a fictional character, critics might call her inconsistent. But perhaps what we're seeing is just the raw complexity of a human being who hasn't learned to flatten herself into digestible bites for TV. Maybe she resists easy narratives because life doesn't offer easy narratives. Maybe she's more real than we're comfortable admitting. Stardom by fire. Natalie's journey is also emblematic of something deeper. A kind of immigrant narrative refracted through the bizarre mirror of American reality television. Like many, she came to the U.S. chasing love, or at least the idea of love. But what she found was scrutiny, alienation, and a culture that demanded simplicity while offering chaos. Natalie's story is not just about romance gone wrong. It's about survival in the harsh ecosystem of reality fame. The American dream is often portrayed as a straight road. Natalie's version has been more like a haunted carousel, dizzying, dramatic, and constantly spinning back on itself. The Internet's mirror. Online, Natalie has become more than a person. She's a meme, a trope, a cautionary tale, an icon. Reddit threads dissect her every glance. TikToks remix her dramatic lines. Instagram comments swing between worship and derision. Yet amid all this, Natalie seems unbothered, or maybe just unbroken.